Hi, I'm Kimberly Jackson. I am the Mirrors Program Manager.
Okay. At Mirrors, we do teach 8 keys of excellence.
Keys open doors, keys open doors, keys open doors, keys open doors. I've been with Mirrors since the start.
Okay.
Interesting enough, Mirrors came across my desk when I was at the Department for National Drug Control. And it had great promise, but we didn't see the evidence of the work. And so it was really a step in faith to go over to Mirrors and see if it worked. So it wasn't taking it on that it worked. We actually built some research around it to see if it worked in this community. And I was floored to see the level of impact immediately that it had on people's lives, adults and young people, when we started. So that's how I got here. And what keeps me at Mirrors is that I've always been interested in making an impact in my community. And to see the impact immediately has kept me at Mirrors. You know, when we look at social work and psychology, sometimes those processes take a while to see the outcome. We see change immediately with the tools that we're using at Mirrors. And it's what keeps me here, because I love to see people grow. Well, when I first came over, I came over in the evaluation. So we put the evaluation around it, and then I've pretty much been the program manager, the strategic leader of the program. But you know, Mirrors has a way, you touch every piece. You know, I like to say Mirrors is a flatline organization. The team, it's a team approach. So we sit in every seat, whether it's needing to be at the front desk or at a residential, doing production, we're supporting in every area that we make our program a success. Yeah, I think I'm mirrorized, you know, and it's fundamentally because we see change. It's a safe space. Young people come back and talk about, you know, what they got out of the program. They give back. The adults come back. You know, we've had some adults come back 10, 12 times plus. And so you can see the benefit. And because we train adults to work with young people, we're actually building a community that promotes resilient youth, right? And because we're training adults of ways to work differently with young people. I like to also say that I fundamentally believe that people have the power to solve their own problems. So Mirrors aligns with that philosophy because it is about insight, reflection on why you do the things that you do, and the tools give you the ability to pause and make healthier decisions. I think the one thing is that I'm a foster parent. I was actually volunteered to step in when a foster mom had to go overseas. And, you know, that led to a connection of development and growth for that young person and myself. It's been a journey. I did consult with my family because there was always a burning desire to do it. I think the timing came together nicely when my children went off to school. I think inside, although I was voluntarily told to do it, inside there was a burning desire to still support a young person because I had raised my children, they were off to college, successful, and so I still felt like I had more to give. So that just opened me up to something more. But I would say to people, it is a rewarding experience to be a foster parent, and I'm gonna say sign up. You know, if you've got the time, if your children have gone off, or even if you have children and you have that extra time, it is a rewarding experience. When I look back at, through this process, looking back at my life, my family are very community oriented. I grew up in Somerset Bridge Recreation Club. My dad was, executive. My mom was women's auxiliary. We were at the club. It was a community. It was the village, safeguarded young people. And so as I look at my life, everything that I've done, I can see that community spirit. I can see how I thrive off of building a village around young people. Flexibility. Flexibility because I recognize clearly in my life that there are some things that I did consistently, and I'm doing, and sometimes doing, expecting a different result. As I learned that key of flexibility, it actually had me to see with new eyes. And I began to open up, possibility began to open up. And as I began to accept new ways, different things, I began to grow. And that came late in my life. So I hold on to that key of flexibility. And to tell the story, because I have to go back, I was in California on a workshop with the 8 keys, and I kept walking around the room, and that key of flexibility kept showing up. We had to pick up a key, and I didn't want that key. I wanted a different key, so I put it down and I went. So I didn't follow instructions, right? And I went for a different key, but every key that I picked up was flexibility. And so I was like, this key is speaking to me. Let me see something in it. And I have seen a lot of growth as I have deepened my relationship with flexibility and doing something different. And I've seen different possibilities open up. I would like to share, we have a dynamic team. I am grateful that we now have a full team. We are a small team, but a mighty team. We really do our work through our volunteers. So we're volunteer intensive, and we're evidence-based. So the decisions that we make at Mirrors are based on evidence of programming showing the outputs that we're going after. So the other thing that I'm very proud of is that our vision is to be the premier personal development organization for youth in Bermuda. And there are multiple ways that we see we are leading in this community. And we look forward to leading in the future, when we do future forward, of really bridging community. That's our focus. How do we bring community or bring the village back to wrap around young people? Parents, we are coming for you. We are coming for you in a positive way. We're coming for you to engage you around the 8 keys of excellence. Keys open doors, keys open doors, keys open doors, keys open doors. Because they work. They work if you work the keys. Yep.
Good day, everyone. My name is Letitia Washington, and I am the Prevention Services Coordinator at the Mirrors Program. I have been with Mirrors since May 2025. So until recently, I was the new kid on the block, but I am not anymore. But yeah, I've been here for 6 months. In fact, my 6-month anniversary was yesterday. Yeah, so pretty. Thank you. So the mission, the purpose, the drive, everything that Mirrors is about, young people, empowering young people's voices, and just supporting young people in the prevention space really appealed to me. And as I began to research the company and the history of the organization, I was like, this is something I could really get behind. And so as I learned more about Mirrors and the team and just the dedication of everyone on the team, it just feels like home. this is where I'm supposed to be, and just very excited to be a part of something that is so great and making such a difference in the island. So in addition to my actual role as a prevention services coordinator, I also serve as a life coach to an amazing young person. Just to speak a little bit about the life coach program, it's where we pair young people up with adults to help them drive towards their goals. So it's very intentional, very deliberate. And I meet with my young person once a week, and we're talking about her goals and what she wants to do and strategizing to make that happen. So yes, that's an additional role that I play, which is a volunteer role. It's outside of the scope of what I do, like 9 to 5. Again, it's just the passion of the people who work here. And I find that it bleeds into the work with the young people. They feel our passion, and the volunteers too. So the young people, that's our client, but we're a volunteer intensive organization. And so when we get people in our space, we kind of ooze passion with regards to what we do. You know, when you meet everyone, no matter what role they play, so the newest person is the communications specialist. She oozes passion in that role, and it just impacts. So it's just, I think for me, that's the amazing thing. The team just has the ability to find people who specialize in different areas, but they just ooze. And I know that's probably a gross word, but you know what I mean. It's just infectious, and it's just so awesome. It's so awesome, yeah. So there are a few talents that I have. I don't know. Okay, so I'm bilingual. I speak fluent Spanish, which is coming in very handy. That's because I was a Rotary Exchange student way back in 1997, but gracefully or gratefully, I still am fluent in Spanish. So that's, I'm a best-selling author, so that's fun. And I don't know if a lot of people know that about me. And I'm also a singer, songwriter, musician. So I guess, yeah. All of the keys are so powerful. And, you know, when I first started working here, we have them posted around, and they were there and I understood them. But the more time I've spent really engaging them, they have just become so alive and three-dimensional. And so they all, it's like you understand it, and then the more you kind of spend time with the key, it just begins to make a different impact. So for me, the key that I'm really stuck on right now is failure leads to success. The reason why is because in the last 6 months since being at Mirrors, I've been stretched and challenged in terms of my personal and my professional development. And I've come to learn that when you make mistakes, that's actually okay, because you can use the mistake to make you better. And so failure isn't really a thing. Like, what is it? It's subjective, right? And you can actually, if you change the way you think about failure, it removes the sting, and it just makes it something that you kind of embrace. So for me, failure leads to success is something that I'm continuing to kind of navigate and understand and embrace. And it's just a phenomenal key to me. So that's where I'm stuck right now. If you check me later, it may be another key, but for right now, failure leads to success is the key that I'm loving. I want people to know that Mirrors is an organization that is sold out, 100% dedicated to the success of the young people. It doesn't matter who they are. It doesn't matter where they come from. It doesn't matter what their story was. We are concerning ourselves with what their story can be. And that is what we are in the business of, shaping and developing young people and getting them to see for themselves, strengthening their voices so that they can own their own stories. That's what we're about all day. And so yes, that's one thing I would want people to know about Mirrors. Keys open doors, keys open doors, keys open doors, keys open doors.
Hello, my name is Nelson Bascom. I am the community support worker here at Mirrors program. Keys open doors, keys open doors, keys open doors, keys open doors. I've been with Mirrors for 4 years now. I'm driven by youth work. I'm a coach, so I coach all year round, and I wanted to find a way to get more in touch with some of the students or young people that are at risk, more at risk.
Okay.
So I felt like Mirrors would be a best fit for me. Oh wow, I've had a plethora of roles here at Mirror. I came on as front office, reception, and production, since which it has shifted and I've been moved to more of a community support worker where I'm involved in the garden, so the Field of Learning Garden Club. So that is one aspect. I've been a team leader throughout all of our camps. I've been a facilitator. I did facilitation in front of the room. Yeah, that was a great experience as well. And overall, just hands-on, wherever I'm needed, I fall in. So,
have you volunteered, maybe like coaching or anything like that?
I haven't been attached to a young person. I have stood in where life coaches haven't been able to make it, and I've filled in the gap in that aspect. But I haven't signed up to be an actual life coach yet. I love the young people, the connections, the rapport that you get. It's so elating when you see the young person actually grow, like to see their growth, If it would be senior form where, we take them on for a week camp overnight and then they have the follow through, like to see the transformation of the young people over the time. It happens sort of in the camp, but then over the 8 months, you really get to see them blossom. And then in our junior form camp, which is just a week, but to see the young people actually engage in, taking in the information, and you can't close your ears, right? So when you're in the room and you're hearing the information, you might not be really into it, but then when you're in a different setting and you're applying those things, they don't even really know that they're doing it.
So it's like learning through osmosis, I think it is?
So, yes, yeah. Well, I love to cook. They might not know that. Some people do, but yeah, I love to cook. So, and I'm a vegan for 12 years now, so I have to be creative with what I'm cooking. And I like to have some of those delicacies that I had before I became vegan. So I have to be creative in making those dishes. So yeah, I'm on. So I've been asked this question before, and it seems to shift depending on how I'm feeling. Today, failure leads to success. This is the one that resonates with. Failure leads to success. Yes, the body peg. That is resonating with me now because you learn through failure. So you can't be afraid to fail, first and foremost. So you have to strip all of your fears, get out there and do it, and then learn from the experience. So it's the growth for me. Wow, that is a serious one. Just one thing. I want the public to be a bit more informed about Mirrors and what we do with the young people, like the impact, like to see it's not just troubled youth that we deal with a whole plethora of young people, but to see them grow. Like they come here, we have hospital suspension, we have drop-in clients, we do our camps, but the information that they receive and to see them applying it. That's what I want. I want the public to realize that there is strength in the Mirrors program and a tool that they can utilize to get their young person to where they need to go. Yeah.
Okay.
Be it academic, be it socially, be it just any relationship in a sense. Yeah. You can come and get some tools to navigate it.
My name is Stephanie Lee, and I am the Youth and Community Engagement Officer with Mirrors. So I have always been involved in community development, youth development throughout the different tasks and roles that I've taken on. And when looking for my next role, the opportunity for Mirrors arose, so of course I applied. And having missed the inauguration of Mirrors by a short bit, it is a program that I have kept my eye on throughout the years. So again, when the opportunity arose, I felt it was a great opportunity and a great fit for me as well. So far, and very honored and pleased to have earned the position. And so far, being on the other side of the door, I can definitely say it was the right move for me. And I am very excited to see what the future holds for us. I love its dedication. I love how throughout the years, its purpose hasn't really changed. Its purpose has always been for the empowerment and progression of the youth of Bermuda. And even though how it's done that may have shifted slightly throughout the years, because change is the only thing that is consistent, it's always been the shifts in order to achieve its ultimate goal of supporting the youth of Bermuda. So I love that. I love that the organization has been able to make those shifts through observations of what's going on in the community so that they can better serve the community. It's not, this is what we're doing and you have to join us. It's what do the youth need and how can we shift to fix that? How can we shift to answer that call? Most people do know that I'm a bookworm. If you've known me for any point in my life, I'm usually reading something. What many don't know is that I actually don't like reading physical books. I would prefer to read it on my tablet, on my iPad, but because I'm able to take multiple books with me versus a physical book, which means I can only take one or two, three, versus a tablet where I can take literally thousands, and whatever it is I feel like reading, I can just start or finish and continue reading from whatever device I may be on. So that just works for me, to be able to explore and read and indulge my bookworminess. As I'm getting more knowledgeable about the different keys, one of them that stands out to me the most is balance, which is balance. Without good balance, you fall. I was a very active child. I've sprained both of my ankles. And for me, I have to be able to use both of my feet. So if I can only use one foot, I lose balance because my ankles are weak. So I have to stand firm in whatever it is that's going on. The other part to that is being able to manage the different areas and aspects that's going on. You do lose balance. You're too much to the left, too much to the right, and you're not centered, you're not firm, you're off kilter. And for me, being off kilter is very much not a part of my identity. So I prefer to have and find balance in whatever it is I do. And being with Mirrors has started and is supportive of that. As part of the team, they're very supportive of finding and encouraging personal balance. Work-life balance is huge. And for me, that is necessary for me. So balance, personally, professionally, yes, but also just as I go through life, I need to have balance in no matter what it is that I do. If that means putting something down in order to be able to pick something else up, then that's what I do. Or if it's taking less on or being able to delegate to be able to achieve the ultimate goal, then that's what I need to do as well. Something I'm struggling with, but I'm looking forward to working on it more with the Mirrors team. An ounce of prevention is worth a pound of cure. So when we talk about, and we've had, in the community, we have these conversations, we are observing what's going on with our youth, our adults, our parents, and everyone has an answer and a solution. Part of what Mirrors advocates and supports is prevention. And that's one of the greatest things that I do appreciate and love about Mirrors, is that in order for us as a community, as village keepers, to solve our problems, we also have to be aware of them and also be educated about how some of these issues came about, but also some of the solutions that exist. And that's part of what it is that Mirrors does through the different programs. Through the different programs. So we educate parents and village keepers like myself to be better support for the youth of our community. We empower youth with the tools that they need to manage their big emotions and ultimately learn how to navigate all that life has to bring them. So, that's huge. And that's one of the things I really want people to know about Mirrors, is that we are aimed at prevention. We're looking to give our community the tools that they need to be able to navigate and support the wider issues that we live in. Keys open doors, keys open doors, keys open doors, keys open doors.
My name is Janae Agnes Gomez, and I am the Administrative Assistant / Accounts. Trick question. So I've been with Mirrors totality about 3 years. I was with Mirrors for a year, left for a year. Now I'm back and I'm almost completed my year 2. To be honest, I didn't really know what Mirrors was. I just had come back to the island of Bermuda. Honestly, was finding it difficult to find employment, and just so happened, my friend reached out and said, "Hey, there's two posts at Mirrors. I think you should try it." And I applied for both and was successful in one. Obviously, I can't get both, but was successful in the role, and it was a temporary role. So that was my first stint with Mirrors, and that's kind of and now I'm back. And what brought me back the second time is just, I guess, learning what Mirrors actually does, right? Being here for that first year gave me insight to the world of opportunities Mirrors offer, the different tools and skills that you learn. The social emotional learning was big for me. When I first started, I jumped right into a super camp like second week of work. So it was an eye-opener for me. I got a lot from the camp, so I know the young people got a lot as well. So yeah. Yes, actually. So outside the 9 to 5, I have volunteered as a life coach, which I did last year, which was a really great experience. And again, it was volunteer, so no one asked me in Mirrors to join. I put myself forward because I wanted to push myself for my own personal development, but the bonus was to connect with a young person and also help them reach certain goals that they set out for themselves. So it was very rewarding. And yeah, outside the office, during the 9 to 5, I also have other roles. So let me do super camp. I've been on the production team. I've been a team leader. I've also been a facilitator in training, which is an amazing experience. What do I love about Mirrors? I love that Mirrors model what they speak. One of our biggest things is the 8 keys, and I can see the 8 keys being used throughout the workplace on an everyday basis. So I think just being who we say we are, and also being who we say we are for the outer community. So yeah, just living the keys. I think that's Don't know about me? Me? Me, the open book? You guys know everything. I play football. Okay, what you don't know. Probably don't know that I like to write music. Lyrics, not actual notes, lyrics to songs. Yeah. So I like to create songs, poems. I also like to draw. Very artistic. I think people know that, but they may not know exactly what I like to do. I feel the most connected to speak with good purpose. Reason being, I always I do my best to uplift people whenever I can. Also taking any negative situation and trying to see the positive outlook on it. Always speaking royally and kindly, again, uplifting others because I want that be reciprocated to me. I'm looking for the same thing. So, golden rule, do unto others as you have them do unto you. So speaking with good purpose is the key that I feel most connected to. And I know this is not a party question, but balance is the key that I want to be most connected to because I'm trying to live my best life. One thing I want people to know about Mirrors is that Mirrors is not for a specific group of people. Mirrors is for anyone. I think that young people, every young person is what we say at risk. They're prone to be exposed to different things at home, at school, in the general community. So I just think Mirrors is for everyone, and I want everyone to know that Mirrors is a safe space. And I feel that as an employee, and I also know from the many returning volunteers, the many returning participants, campers, young people that we have, they come back time after time. And I think because they understand that it's a safe space and honestly, the door's open for everyone. So that's what I want people to know about Mirrors. Keys open doors, keys open doors, keys open doors, keys open doors.
Good morning. My name is Joanne Woods, and my role here at Mirrors is the Community Partner Personal Development Officer. Keys open doors, keys open doors, keys open doors, keys open doors. I joined Mirrors in July of 2009. I was at a stage in my life where I wanted to give back intentionally to our young people in particular and support families. Parents in particular. I stay because I have the opportunity working with Mirrors to create relationships, create safe spaces for not only our young people, but our families to actually engage and get that they have all that is required to support their sons and daughters. So for my 9-to-5 professional roles, I actually joined Mirrors as the office manager. Then I transitioned into the education coach manager. We ran 2 coaching programs one at Whitney and one at Sands Secondary, where we had 50 young people sign up each year and they were matched with educational coaches. After that role, I transitioned into life coach manager, which now takes on the new remit of community partner, personal development officer. My greatest roles, I believe, came as I had the opportunity to volunteer. My first volunteer was as an on-site volunteer at Willowbank. That's when we done residentials for 6 nights. So I was able to do that role on site, supporting logistically as a team leader. I've also had a role on the enrollment team, and that's when we support the enrollment manager in engaging our young people who say yes to the program over a 9-week period. The other volunteer roles I have had is volunteer manager on site, as well as participation manager on site. And I believe that's it, Steph. The passion in the work is actually in the volunteering, and I will share this authentically. I came believing that I wanted to give. What actually occurred is I received so much. I love the fact that I work with an amazing team leader, she has created an amazing team. I love the fact that it's okay to not know something and feel safe with a team that will work with you, so you can step boldly and even confidently in the things which, for me, definitely outside of my comfort zone. So that's one of my greatest wins at Mirrors, like no image. It'll be like, I really don't know what you were talking about. You all want to help me out. You know I'm the oldest on the block. But just that it's, I want to word it, it's no right, it's no wrong. And the way that I've been poured into professionally and personally, it is the best place to work Monday to Friday. Like, no kidding, this is my last job. So heard this. Joe loves to fly. Actually going on an amazing trip for Christmas. I love to fly and travel the world, but Stephanie, I am terrified of airplanes.
So how do you make that work?
I travel with someone that I can grab a left hand and a right hand, and I know the power of prayer. I just breathe, normally go to sleep, and wake up and I'm coming down. Been to Spain, been to the UK, on a honeymoon. That was a long time ago, but literally traveled to the UK, to Paris, Switzerland, Germany, Brussels. We've done gondolas in Venice. Well, I was a cruise junkie, so at least 6-7 cruises, but after a while, you had one midnight buffet, you just had them all. So this time I'm actually going to do some research this Christmas. My husband and I will be into St. Kitts. I know, getting to that stage in my life where I can be reflecting on what I want to do when I'm not coming to Mirrors Monday to Friday to see what can be possible post my working experience. I am actually, fun fact, a citizen. I have my passport. I done all this research work during COVID when I didn't have anything to do. I can't claim it though, I actually got it through my husband. He's a second generation petition. So the key I connect to mostly is integrity. And with integrity, that's where I get to display behaviors that match my values. The body pic looks like this. If my behavior isn't in alignment with my values, then I am out of alignment. The key is black because there is no gray area. And I find that being intentional and purposeful allows me the opportunity to connect easily with our demographic, my young people, my life coaches, parents, schools, and even judicial system. It doesn't make one rigid, but they would be clear on when I am coming, a young person, a teacher, a parent, or even an adult. They're clear on who we are, what we're asking for. And I know that Mirrors has been the voice of integrity in Bermuda since 2007, speaking on behalf of our young people. Mirrors is a safe space for young people and families. We are the premier personal development organization supporting youth development in Bermuda. We have core values that are commitment, responsibility, integrity, self-expression, and possibility. Those fundamental values allow us to stand in non-judgment. And for me, that's a win.
We are a very close-knit society, and a lot of times our young people don't share and our families don't share because everyone knows someone. In Mirrors, you can come, you can say what's in your mind, what happened in school, what's not going on in your household. What you get is a manager or a staff member that has a listening ear and always your best interest at heart. And when you leave, what's been said has been said. What has been created and discussed will benefit you, your household, your journey as a parent, a volunteer, or your empowerment as a young person without having to have experienced judgment.